Hello and welcome to the episode 0 of ProjZone, a podcast series. I'm your host, Ramesh Patnaik, a program project management professional, a storyteller, lifelong learner, and someone who believes that behind every project plan, there is a story worth telling. Over past 16 years of experience, I have worn many hats, managing some complex project to guiding and teaching our future project leaders. But what excites me most is the journey behind every project. The problem, the learning, the near failures, the surprising success stories, and that's what this podcast is all about. Progen is a space where project stories come alive. This is just not another podcast about tools or certification. We are going beyond Gantt charts or any project management books. So, what we are going to talk about in this podcast? An elevator story that turned into career highs, or a ghost meeting that haunted the project managers, or the timeline, or the power of great stakeholder conversation on a hallway conversation when you are going for a coffee break. And yes, the project that went to hell and come back very successfully. Each episode, I will try to bring you a real life experience from any project managers across the globe, working professional, even if business leaders, sharing their stories that made them better, wiser, and maybe even stronger. So, what to expect on each episode? You will hear on real life case studies, or maybe a case study which we are going to analyze by depending on the case or industry or domains, or lessons learned, or a framework to take away. Obviously, the guest or myself who has lived the story will share the experience with you. It is going to be very raw, unscripted, and real, the way what we are recording right now. Here is the best part. This is not just my podcast, it's all ours. I want to hear your project story. Whether you are intern starting your career, managing your first Excel tracker, or your director navigating organizational change in a big way, your voice matters. If you have ever said, I wish someone had told me this before project started, or we did everything right, still we failed, or I learned more than from one mistake which I have done in my project rather than the 5 years or 10 years of experience right now I am in. If this is so, this is your space. Email me, message me on LinkedIn, or just drop a comment on the YouTube. I'm opening the doors to everyday PM like heroes like you. And if you're stuck in your career, need help preparing for interview or preparing in resume or finding some mentorship, taking guidance, stuck project, complex project, don't know what to do, what is the next step, consider this podcast for your free help desk. I'm here to support this community. Before I sign off, here is what you can do to stay plugged in. Subscribe to ProjZone on YouTube. Share this broadcast with one of your friends who is working on top project and wanted to share their experience. DM me if you want to feature your story or need some help. Because at the end of the day, we are all managers managing the project and together getting the success. Thank you for being here for episode 0. This is Ramesh signing off and reminding you project may fail, my friend, but your story never does. Let's keep building. Let's keep sharing. Welcome to ProjZone.